Where did you disappear to?
I have a thing about huge monster houses. I don't like them.
Oh, you're the worst sidekick.
That's what they keep telling me. I honestly don't know why. Let's go back and find the furry little halfling thing again. I bet you he didn't wait for us. I bet you he's long gone.
She's letting us go. What did you do? We're free. Time to go. Thank you, Dreamer. Find Luke's. Save the dream.
Is this the one?
That's her. That's Zoe.
You face Yaga and live? This is impossible. Who are you?
Another Banda? I thought Ben was the only one left. She seems impressed with me. I should probably use that. Might as well go with what everyone calls me here. Zoe Castillo, Dreamer.
Zoe Castillo, Dreamer. She know who she is. Impressive, that, for human. Well, Zoe Castillo, Dreamer, how you survive meeting Yaga without losing yourself? You strike bargain like witches of old? Sell yourself to Yaga for freedom and power? Do you serve Yaga now?
I don't serve anyone, and no bargain. I'd like to learn more about the Yaga. Maybe this one knows something. Who is the Yaga?
I only know what elders tell me when I was child, and I only ever encounter Yaga's servants. One of them lived in this forest before. She was Gribbler. Twisted, ancient, evil thing. No one but Yaga know what Yaga truly is. Those who face her never come home, aside from you. My grandmother tell me Yaga was born before beginning of time. Lux and Yaga, light and dark, dream and nightmare. Balance is in everything human. When our world takes shape, so did Yaga. One became three. Three sisters. Innocence, age, decay. All aspects of life. More than the first dreamer, Yaga understand life. She understand mortality. Mortality in her blood. Maybe why she hate the living so much. Why she grew mean and hungry. She spread her will across world into witches and warlocks, sorcerers and necromancers, the weak and malleable. But as old magic fade, so do Yaga. Wizard Clax and Gribbler were two of her last servants, and April Ryan defeated them both. After that, they say, Yaga was diminished. Now Wicca Witch of North is joke to humans of Mercuria. They remember nothing of what she was. They never see their young eaten by night. But Yaga is not the night that threatens world now. Her darkness is different darkness, one that balances light, necessary darkness. She is nightmare that feeds imagination. The other darkness, well, other darkness is deeper and final. A black fire that spreads and burns until nothing left, until time itself is ashes. Even Yaga feared this darkness.
I believe that's why she let me go. so that I can help.
You got the Soul Stone?
You carry Soul Stone? What Soul Stone?
You can trust Bandu Masiri, Zoe. She is an elder. She returned from exile to help me find those who survived.
I have Lux's soul stone. I need to take it north, to the Ular.
Ular? Why Ular?
You know them?
I heard of Ular in stories. Ancient people inhabit ruins of their own civilization, high in border mountains. You know where to go?
I've seen a map. They live on Cloud Peak, in the mountains of Yedra.
Maps deceive. Go north and then west. A week's journey on foot before you start climb.
We don't have a week.
Rushing into anything is unwise. You carry Soulstone to Ular for what reason?
To return it to the first dreamer.
Lux is with Ular?
So my visions tell me.
Your visions?
I know this is hard to believe, but I promise
I believe. No need to promise. Story too unbelievable for Mole not to believe. Take Leapfur, human. Ride north, swift as wind. You will reach mountains by first light tomorrow. Leapfur can climb at least part of way. You'll be with Ular in less than 2 days.
She said someone would come, but that thing? Is it safe? I have no idea how to ride that.
Not to worry. Leapfur know well enough for both of you.
What will you do without a mount?
We use feet. Mole's not in rush. We walk slowly so that those of Banda who still live can hear us coming and meet us.
We're going east, Zoe. We'll follow the Banda who fled the Azadi. Maybe they still live. Maybe they...
We will find them, little one. Take Beast. Go north. Do what needs doing. I feel darkness coming. Black fire. Cold as ocean. Perhaps you can stop this dreamer. Nothing lost. Nothing gained.
Goodbye, Zoe.
Thank you, Ben. And good luck. I hope you find your people again.
Thanks for coming. I know you're busy.
It's not often I get to see you. Why this place?
It's safe. And, symbolic, maybe? It was a safe house, before it was raided by Azadi soldiers. Under Kian's command.
I see. So, what news do you have for me, Elena? Your message said...
Kian has left for Gian, together with Liko, the Dolmari warrior.
For Gian? The prison camp for magicals? Light. Why? What does he hope to accomplish there?
This is Kian we're talking about. He believes he can save everyone. He also believes Gian holds the key to the future of the Empire.
But breaking into a fortified prison camp? He won't stand a chance.
That's why I messaged you, Mother. This might be an opportunity.
You did the right thing, child. Come, let's talk. We do not have much time.
I suggest we scale the fence over there and make our way into...
We should split up.
You've read too many copper coin serials, Liko. Splitting up makes us vulnerable.
Stay together, we could both end up dead. Part ways, and one of us might still make it out, even if the other doesn't.
It's a possibility, but I still think...
Besides, one of us has to locate the administrator's quarters.
How do you know there'll be one of them?
This is an Azadi camp, Kian. There will be detailed records and documents. If you want to find a single prisoner amongst thousands, you'll need records. I'll climb the fence, enter the camp, create a distraction. I look like the prisoners. I can speak to them. If necessary, I can blend in. You find the administrator and the records. That tower looks like a good place to start.
Where do we meet?
If we make it that far, I'm sure we'll figure something out. Try not to die. You still owe me your life.
Oh, I intend to stay alive. I hope you're on good terms with your gods.
I'm on excellent terms with my gods.
If I'm going to find prisoner records anywhere in this camp, it'll most likely be inside that tower. That section of the prison walls appears to be part of the old castle fortifications, from when the Necromancer King ruled Gien. The wall connects with the tower. If I can get up there, I might find a way in. This wasn't the wind and weather. The Necromancer's head has been broken off by brute force, intentionally. The Necromancer King of Gien. I remember reading about him when I was a boy. He was the very symbol of dark magic, a cautionary tale for impressionable children. To be honest, he doesn't appear all that fearsome for a so-called Necromancer King. It's steep and slippery. I don't see how I can climb up from here. The old castle walls were carved into the mountain itself. The rocks here are too steep and slippery, and there are no footholds. There's nothing for me to grab hold of. There's nothing for me to grab hold of. There's nothing for me to grab hold of. This wall isn't quite as sheer, and it has outcrops and footholds. I might be able to scale it. This looks like a good place to start climbing. I can't get any further this way. Light! Shadow! Larger than I thought. There must be thousands of magicals here. Are they planning to just murder them all? The camp is massive. How many magicals have they imprisoned here? It must be well over 1,000. Beatings, to inspire fear and obedience in the other prisoners. Odd. There are more soldiers inside the camp than along the perimeter. Why build a factory in the middle of a prison camp? Are they using magicals for labor? It's some sort of factory building with a tall chimney, and there's smoke.
Why burn the bodies? Sanitation. You don't want to catch whatever they died from. Oh, makes sense.
The guards are watching the prison
What exactly did
grounds.
they die from?
They don't expect
Some kind
anyone
of
to be
flu?
breaking into the camp.
They all get it. Must be hereditary. It must run in their blood. Never heard of a flu that runs along bloodlines. Don't ask questions. The administrator doesn't like questions.
They're keeping an eye on the grounds below.
See anything?
Nothing. I could have sworn.
Maybe it was just a bird.
You don't think I can tell the difference between a man and a bird?
It's dark.
It's dark. Just shut up and keep your eyes open.
I owned a fog glass once. It helped me keep tabs on the street gangs in Sadir. But Vamon's boys stole it from me. Hundreds of dead magicals. They're dragging bodies into the factory to burn them. But why? What are they doing in this shadow-cursed place? The guard's pressing something, but I'm too far away to see exactly what. I need to get a closer look. I should wait for the guard to return and observe his actions.
Just any wizard. The necromancer king of Gien. They say he hunted humans. But wasn't a human himself?
But he looked
Fog
human
glass.
from the statues.
With this, the guards can get a closer look at what's going on below.
Or maybe he was a blue hide, like them Dolmari down there. Can't tell skin colour from statues.
Piers Lico's been stirring things up again. That archway must lead into the castle proper. The administrator's office will be somewhere on this floor, I'm sure of it. Management always picks the topmost floor. That's the symbol of the servants' trade, the attendants and domestics that help keep this facility operational. The Makers Guild. They're responsible for construction and maintenance, not administration. The military branch. They have a large presence here, but they wouldn't be handling the administration of the camp. That, I believe, is the official seal of the Office of Scientific Progress. There were whispers of their existence in Sadir, but I knew of no one affiliated with the division. As far as I understand, they've been instrumental in the creation of the engine. They're a new arm of government, and unlike most other offices, they appear to answer directly to someone on the council. I'd say this is the best place to start looking for prisoner records and incriminating documents. Locked.
Anyone around? Isaac? Duran? Anyone? No one? Oh, goddess, I hate walking alley rounds. Fellows may have the wits of a mine bird, but some nights I swear he's right. This stone tomb is cursed. What in Shadow's name? Oh, come on, open up, you accursed... Oh, for the love of the first mountain. Goddess damn key stuck again.
Need to jiggle it just right. Come on. Come on. Ah. Those years spent on the streets of Sadir continue to pay off.
This place is cursed. Ghouls and demons playing tricks on us. Who in their right mind would think we'd be safe in a necromancer's tomb? That's what this place is. Come first light, I'm asking for a reassignment.
The Necromancer King's lost his head. I wonder Wonder why they've all been removed. These statues can't be new. The necromancer must have had them made when he ruled the island, 1,000 years ago. A man would have had to be mightily pleased with his own countenance to surround himself with these abominations. It appears to be pointing at something in this office. It's been decapitated, like all the other statues in this place. It appears to be pointing at something in this office. It's a necklace traditionally worn by a sister. It signifies her standing within the 6 circles of Sadir. This necklace has 6 suns and 6 moons, granting the administrator access to and authority within the innermost circle. That's a remark. It's a necklace traditionally worn by a sister. Why would they need an anatomical chart? What's the administrator doing with that? Why would they need an anatomical chart? Skulls. Shadow. Someone's got a morbid taste in interior decorating. Whose skulls are those? They don't look old enough to belong to the Necromancer King. There's something odd about that wall. The wall feels different from the other walls. Azadir. It's been a long time. I long to see her sun-kissed walls again, to drink from the first river, and to smoke fresh kaba root. The First Mountain, one of our seminal religious texts. Mother Utana made me memorize much of this book when I was 12 years old. 1,000 pages, densely printed, memorized. Insanity. The administrator must have a fantastic view from this window, when it's not pitch black outside. There's a straight drop to the ground. I couldn't escape through here even if I had no other choice. The administrator must have a fantastic view from this window. Soon, goddess willing, I'll return home and pass judgment on those who have twisted our sacred laws in their favor and led our people into darkness. The administrator must be a knitter of socks and scarves. This speaks in her favor. I've tinkered with knitting in the past. It's an honorable and gentle trade. Anyone who knits can't be all that bad. It's a letter, signed by the administrator. The last round of testing surpassed our loftiest expectations, confirming initial theories. The Dalmari plague has successfully been triggered in a 7-year-old Zidling. The creature survived 3 days before succumbing to fever and bleeding rashes. It died in blessed agony. The disease has not yet settled in an adult Zid, or plague-resistant Dalmari. Further mutations are required before we can move on to the next phase. What in Shadow's name? It's an official document, addressed to the administrator. Due to disease spreading amongst the prison population, we recommend reducing the amount of Dalmari meat used for inmate rations. What is this? We do not want disease spreading inadvertently within the magical population, as this will negatively affect test results. Goddess. It doesn't budge. Must be locked. stone head, belonging to one of the statues depicting the Necromancer King. What is this abomination? This is not defensible. This is madness. It's too dark to... What is that down there? Are those... It's too dark to... What is that down there? Are those bodies?
You made it. For a while there, I didn't think you would, but those guards. Standards have fallen. I may need to behead someone, set an example. Goddess, I can't believe you're really here. The Apostle. I am so starstruck right now. I mean, I'm your biggest fan.
What's going on? Is she dissecting a body? Biggest what? What?
I've followed your career. I know every crusade you've undertaken, every conversion you've carried out, every infidel you've judged and found lacking. I always dreamed we'd meet someday, and here you are, in my lab. Goddess, and look at the state of me. I'm such a mess. I do apologize, but you caught me at a disadvantageous moment. I was just about to start cutting.
Bib? Is that Bib?
Is that what this thing is called? I was aware that it knew you, so I thought it appropriate to work on this one tonight.
Let him go.
But I'm not finished. Oh my. I'd always dreamed of meeting you, but in my dreams, I never had to pull a gun. And you weren't wearing clothes. I guess it's true what they say about dreams coming true. Do you think me too presumptuous? There's only the two of us. I'm sure you won't tell. I could call for the guards waiting outside the door, but then our little chat would be over, and I feel we still have so much to talk about.
She's hurting an innocent child. Goddess, she's a monster. I could never have imagined anything like this. I don't think she was surprised to see me. She must have had advance warning. But how? I don't... You knew I was coming.
A little bird whispered in my ear. We knew you boarded the cloud ship back in Marcuria. You and that strapping Dolmari slave of yours. A rapid dispatch was sent ahead with word of your imminent arrival. My eyes only. No one else knows you're here. I knew this was fate, playing her cards, granting me the opportunity to meet you face to face, to explain what we're doing here. I was hoping you'd approve. This camp is a research facility, Kian, not a prison, not a death camp. We're doing very important work. In the last 5 years, we've made so much progress. We're closer than ever before to producing the cure.
What cure?
The cure. For magic, of course. We're creating a scourge to wash the world clean. When we unleash our holy plague, it will spread like wildfire across all continents. Humans will be perfectly safe, of course, but magicals, they will die. Every single one of them.
You're insane.
No, it's perfectly safe. We're doing science here, not black magic. We're being very thorough. You see, we started with the Dolmari plague. Do you know about this? Many decades ago, it killed almost half the Dolmari in the world. But then it weakened. and the remaining Dolmari became resistant to the disease. A real shame. It would have saved us a lot of work if it had killed them all. What we're doing, what we have done, is modify this plague. It no longer affects only Dolmari. It affects all things magical. People, beasts, insects, plants. Anything infected by magic is cleansed, eradicated. I don't like to brag, but it's fiendishly clever.
I don't understand why anyone would do this. Who would authorize something so demonic and inhuman? Who authorized this?
The Office of Scientific Progress, of course. The Prophet approved it. The Six don't know the details, but they know we're working on a solution to the magical problem. They turn a blind eye, but I'm doing this work so that they don't have to. We're getting our hands dirty. For the Goddess, for the Empire, for the future of humanity. You can see the light in that, can you not, Kian?
You're evil. What you're doing here is evil. This is the Shadow's work, sister.
Evil. What Magicals did to us, to our nation, that was evil. Those precious Dolmari of yours murdered my family, burnt our farm to the ground. My brothers and sisters. They were children. What had they ever done to deserve that? They died in agony, crying for our parents while those beasts just watched. And what they did to me afterwards. We're doing this so that no one will have to go through what they went through. Now you've made me upset, Kian. You shouldn't have done that. I mean, I'm the one holding the gun. One shot, and they'll come running through that door. Of course, you'll already be dead. You'll be... Kian, you'll pay for this!
Once again, my reflexes prove superior to yours.
They would have dodged this bullet.
You don't dodge bullets.
Try me. So what's going on here?
Long story.
Who's she?
I'll tell you later.
Help me! Oh, Goddess, help me! I command you!
Sounds like she's very upset.
She is. So, what have you been up to, aside from all the stabbing?
Freeing prisoners, arming them with Azadi blades and spears, blowing things up.
Sounds fun.
It was. Huh. Is that Bip?
It is. He's unharmed, thank Goddess. I was just about to...
Stand down, Dolmari. What in Shadow's name is going on? Where's the administrator?
Down there.
Down.
Get me out of here. Light, protect me, I'm hurt. My legs are broken, I'm bleeding!
Do you want to explain what's happening here, Kian?
Please, Mia. Ask your men to stand down. I serve the Goddess, same as you. The administrator does not.
Fine. But if you don't tell me everything, and I mean everything...
I will. You may want to sit down. This is going to take a while.
The final preparations will be completed by tomorrow, Mistress.
And the ceremony?
It will begin when the moon rises on Reap Moon's Eve as planned. The engine is ready. We have accomplished everything we set out to do.
And the Prophet will be here.
So he has told us through his messengers. We have no reason to doubt his word.
This is the beginning of a new era, Sister Saya.
Indeed it is, Mistress. Such a pity Harmy isn't here with us. Where is the General, Mother? Why does he not grace us with his presence?
He's away. On urgent business.
Yes, I'm sure he is. Mistress, did you know about this urgent business of Harmy's?
We trust the General to set his own priorities, Sister Saya.
Of course. It is a pity, though. Great things are happening, and I'd hate for Harmy to miss out. After all, were the resistance to fall in his absence and the war of the Northlands won, what would remain of his legacy?